AEW Double or Nothing happening this Sunday, May the 25th, I think it is. Something like that, anyway. 2025. My first Double or Nothing show I've ever seen, so interesting to see. I'm going to give my predictions, see what I think, see what could happen, all this other good stuff. Okay, 8 matches have been announced. I want to talk about them, see what I think. The first match is between Jamie Hayter and Mercedes Moné. It is the finals of the Owen Hart Foundation Cup. I believe that's the correct name for it. If not, I'm wrong. So, the winner of this match goes on to All In to face the Women's World Champion. See, I know a few people think that Mercedes Moné is going to win because obviously she's got all these belts, even though she did lose one of them. I'm not sure which one it was, but because I don't know a lot about Jamie Hayter, and I know Mercedes Moné is like 25-0 in singles competitions, like, I don't think she's been defeated in singles competitions. Why not have a lose here? Why not? So, bold prediction, if that's the correct word for it. I'm going to go for Jamie Hayter to be the Women's Owen Hart Foundation Cup Championship Tournament winner person. Yep, and go on to face whoever's going to win the Women's World Championship at All In, I believe in Texas. Then we go on to the tag team title match. The AEW Tag Team Champions, the Hurt Syndicate of Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin, with MVP, taking on the Sons of Texas, Dustin Rhodes, and Sammy Guevara. That's pronounced correctly, I think. Sammy Guevara. You know exactly who I mean, so it's okay. They've basically been there since day one. They are the Ring of Honor champions, so because their titles are not on the line and no one really seems to care about them, I've never known them defend them. I mean, they probably have a Ring of Honor, but I don't watch that, so I'm a bit confused. I probably should admit that, but it's okay, I did. The Hurt Syndicate's going to win. Like, you'd be stupid not to bet on them. If there's a sure answer to something here, Hurt Syndicate is going to walk out with their AEW World Tag Team Championships. Like, even if it's like an interference or a disqualification or something stupid. Yeah, okay. Dustin Rhodes cuts an amazing promo. He's fantastic. I don't see him winning, okay, the AEW Tag Team Championships. And even if they did, for how long? Like, it would literally just be, here you go, I'll have it back, thanks, cheers. Then we can talk about the AEW Women's Championship. Mina Shirakawa versus the AEW Women's World Champion of Timeless Toni Storm with Luther. Even though Mina has a pinfall victory, I believe in a fatal 4-way over Timeless Toni Storm, it might have been a tag team match, right, I don't see her winning this. I do think Tony's going to win, and she's going to go on to All In Texas to face Jamie Hayter for the Women's World Championship, or for her Women's World Championship. So that's the path I see. That's why I think that she's going to retain her title here. Okay, I think it's going to be a fantastic match, but giving Mina the actual pinfall victory just gets people interested in talking about it, but I don't think she's going to basically win the championship. So I'm going to go for Timeless Toni Storm on this one. Tony. Up next is FTR with Cash Wheeler and Dax Harwood with Stokely versus Nigel McInness and Daniel Garcia. Hopefully I've pronounced everyone's names right there. If not, FTR basically should win this. I think they're going to win, and they're going to win. Okay, a heel team, a great team, arguably one of the best. Okay, if they lose to Daniel Garcia and Nigel McInness, who aren't actually a team, who basically only became a team because FTR attacked both of them, Nigel's like, I'm not going to get involved. I've got involved. Okay, him winning on about Nigel McInness here, okay, isn't what we need. Okay, just him being a part of the match is fantastic. It's great, but I don't see two non-teammates teaming together defeating one of the greatest teams, but we know what wrestling does these days. Either way, I'm going to go for FTR to win, because you're going to have Nigel McInness go back onto commentary, so FTR is going to win. Then we have, I believe, the very first stretcher match in AEW history. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Mark Briscoe versus Ricochet. I believe this started because Ricochet attacked Zach Gowen and Mark Briscoe came to his rescue. I'm not sure why. I don't know why it's a stretcher match. I don't really know what I should say. I haven't even thought about this one. It seems like a lot of heels are winning this, so I don't really know. It's not a bit of a flip of the coin, this one. I keep wanting to say Ricochet because it seems to make more sense that Ricochet is going to win. I don't see anything wrong with giving Mark Briscoe the win. So, yeah, if I could flip it round, obviously if I'm wrong, but I'm going to go for Mark Briscoe on this one. That one I'm not too sure on though, but I'm going to go for Mark Briscoe. I do think it's going to be a great match, and I do think it'd be good to obviously have Mark Briscoe win this one. And I don't think it will hurt Ricochet to lose. Then we have the Continental Championship match. I'm not too sure how this one started either, but you've got the undefeated in AEW Speedball Mike Bailey taking on the Continental Champion of Okarda. I can't pronounce his first name, but yeah, Kazuchika. Is that it? Is that right? Yeah. Mr. Okarda. Because I don't really know much about this match and there's not really much of a build, let's give it to Okarda, because you're more likely going to get Okarda versus Omega, and maybe they'll merge both the titles, the international title and the continental title. But as far as I'm aware, I do think it's going to be a great match because Okada's a fantastic wrestler. Speedball Mike Bailey's fantastic. I remember seeing the first ever match in TNA with Moose where he lost his X Division title. I was like, that's amazing. I want to see more of you in TNA. And then he left. Like, well, thanks, mate. Cheers. Then he showed up in AEW. Fantastic. That smile is so stupid, but I love it. It's great. So, yeah. Right, 6 matches down. 2 more to go. Up next, we have the Anarchy in the arena match. I'm not exactly sure what this one is, so I don't really want to lie and make mistakes on what it is, but I'm assuming it's just a massive match in the arena. Maybe something to do with cinematic. I've read something, but I might have read it wrong. But basically, it's the Death Riders. I'm assuming it's all of them. Obviously, Pac's not there because I think he's injured. So obviously the males in there. You've got John Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta, and then you've got obviously Marina Shafir, and also the Young Bucks, which obviously is Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, taking on Kenny Omega, Swerve Strickland, and the Ops. Obviously, Hook's away, but you know what I mean, because he's injured. But it's going to be Samoa Joe, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Katsuyori Shibata. I've probably butchered his name there, but you know who I mean. You know what, probably because there's no world title on the line, I'm probably going to say the team of Kenny Omega, Swerve Strickland, and the Ops to win, because it doesn't really do anything, it doesn't really change anything, it doesn't really move any needles, nothing's going to basically change. So, yeah, just for that reason, I think they're going to win. Is it just like a one-pin finish and we're done? I mean, how do you win? Do you escape the arena? I don't understand either way, because I don't understand this match. But to me, it makes more sense for the good people to win this time. So let's just give it to the good people. Then we'll go on to the main event. Will Ospreay wanted it to do the main event, and it is the main event. You've got Will Ospreay versus Hangman Adam Page in the finals men's Owen Hart Foundation Cup tournament. The winner going on to face the world champion at All in Texas, just like the women do. Basically the same. This one is really difficult. Okay, I want to say Will Ospreay, but where Hangman is at the minute, is he in the right place? Do I think that Hangman can be the one to defeat Jon Moxley? Do I think that Will Ospreay is the one to defeat Jon Moxley? But see, with what Will said on Dynamite, basically about having Hangman's back, I don't know if Hangman actually would have Will's back, but if Hangman wins here, okay, I do think Will would actually help Hangman actually win, okay, and fight off against the Death Riders, so they haven't got the numbers advantage anymore, especially with what's going on with Kenny Omega, with Swerve Strickland, and the Ops. So I really want to say Will, and I think it's stupid for me to say Hangman Adam Page, but I'm going to have to go for... I'm going for Will. I kept thinking I was going to say Hangman, but nope, I'm going for Will. Okay, Will's going to win it. He's going to be the 2025 Owen Hart Champion Cup winner, holder, tournament person. This cold is really doing my head in, but you know, we're here. It's good. Anyway, those are my 8 predictions. Let me quickly run through them again to make sure I've not missed anything. Jamie Hayter is going to defeat Mercedes Moné. The Hurt Syndicate is going to defeat the Sons of Texas. Timeless Tony Storm is going to retain her Women's World Championship. FTR is going to defeat Nigel McGuinness and Daniel Garcia. Mark Briscoe, I think I said, is going to defeat Ricochet in the stretcher match. Okarda is going to retain his Continental Championship against Speedball Mike Bailey. Kenny Omega, Swerve Strickland and the Ops are going to defeat the Young Bucks and the Death Riders. And Will Ospreay is going to be your 2025 Owen Hart Foundation Cup winner. And he's going to go on to All in Texas to face Jon Moxley. And he's going to win. No. Or is he? We'll see. Anyway, those are my predictions. Let me know how wrong you think I am. If you think obviously anything's different, you think there's going to be like a debut or a return or anything like that, fantastic. Let me know. Okay, if I've missed anything, please let me know. Anyway, please like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.